my channel, Emma in Costa Rica. I hope you are all doing very well. Today, we are back in the kitchen. I have learned a new recipe and I am ready to share it with you guys. That recipe is called Arroz con Leche. That means rice with milk. It's very similar to the American style rice pudding, and it is delicious. It is creamy, it is cinnamony, it is vanilla-y. It is everything you need in a bowl. So today I'm going to be sharing that with you guys. It is a very common dish here to make around Christmas time, but people tend to make it all year round and everybody's trying to get some of that. So let's get started. So to start things off here, we have our rice soaking in a bowl. This is a step that you can skip, but I did not skip it because it just makes the recipe go along a little bit smoother and lets the rice cook a little bit faster. This is 1 cup of rice with just enough water to cover it so that we can get it wet. Another important ingredient for this recipe is cinnamon sticks. You can use powdered cinnamon, but the cinnamon sticks really do give a proper flavor and they cook with the rice throughout the entire process, so it's a better option to go for if you can. And I also have quite a few cloves here. These cloves will be, I probably won't use all of them, I'll probably use about 6 of them. And that will just go in from the very beginning as well. We also have here vanilla to make it sweet and delicious and Christmassy. And now, to make our recipe creamy and milky, we have leche condensed, condensed milk. And normally I do get the one in a can, so I ended up getting 2 of these bags because I could not find the can. So a can is usually about 397 grams, so that's what we need. It's one of those small, chunky little cans. And this is sweetened, just so you guys are aware. And evaporated milk. This is also an important ingredient. And there's a bunch of different brands you can get. It doesn't have to be this one specifically, but this is the Nestle Ideal. So we will be using the entire can. Here we have a stick of butter. Just 1 stick, that's all you need. You can use unsalted, you can use salted, you can use, well, this today we are using a 65% lactose cream and 35% vegetable fat. Now, I know this is not ideal, but it's what I have available, so we are going to be using it. If you can, use natural butter. I almost forgot this one. So this is an orange. I know it doesn't look very orange. These are the typical oranges that you can get here that are a little bit cheaper. And we are going to be using the peel. And that just adds an incredible essence of orange to the recipe. It's gonna be great. So, these are all of our ingredients. Let's get started. One more ingredient I wanted to mention is raisins. This ingredient is completely up to you. If you do not like raisins, you do not have to add them whatsoever. I do like to put raisins in mine, so I'm going to be putting dried raisins into my arroz con leche. So I'm first going to start by rinsing the rice that I had soaking, and then we'll go from there. So we're going to be using a large pot. This is, I believe, almost 8 liters. So we'll be using this. So we're going to put our 1 cup of soaked rice into the pot. And now we need to put 5 cups of water into the pot to start cooking the rice down. So now that we've got our water and our rice starting to cook, we can also add in our cinnamon sticks, our cloves, and our orange peel. This will add flavor to the rice as it's cooking. So I really like the flavor of orange in my arroz con leche. So I'm just gonna peel pretty much all of it, just like that. And we will let that cook with the rice. Hey, look at that one. There we go. So now we will let the rice cook. It's gonna come to a boil And after that, we have to just let it cook for a while until it's finished, essentially. And there's almost no water left. And then we can start adding in our ingredients. So now we're going to cover the rice and let it come to a boil over medium heat. Or, I mean, I'm using fire, so it's kind of complicated. A medium flame, I guess I could say. So now we play the waiting game. We have to wait about half an hour, so I'll be back. All right, guys, 30 minutes has passed, well, more or less. But now I can see that there's barely any water left in the pot and the rice is totally cooked. So we need to start adding in the rest of the ingredients. Now we need to put it up to medium-high heat again, and we need to stir it constantly for about 3 minutes. Now, one thing to remember is that this arroz con leche is still very hot. So with time and cooling, it will start to thicken up and become really creamy. For the time being, it'll be a bit more runny, but I honestly prefer it that way. So it's up to you in the end. You can always heat it up or you can eat it cold. It's fantastic either way. All right, guys, we are finished our arroz con leche. This is such an easy recipe to make. As you guys saw, it took maybe 1 hour, but that's mostly just sitting around and waiting, and then throwing all the ingredients into a pot and you're finished. So we're gonna try this now. It's still quite hot, so hopefully I don't burn myself. And I've made a coffee here, so if you're making this recipe, be a good friend, make everyone a cup of coffee. It will go perfectly with the dessert or afternoon coffee / snack. So let's give it a try. I'm super excited. Woo, it's been a while since I've had this. It's really hot. But that is so good. You don't have to add sugar or anything. What you can do to this is you can put canned fruits or candied pineapple, maraschino cherries, pretty much anything you like. You can throw on top of there and make a little pretty dessert kind of thing. This would normally be served in like a glass cup so you can see the beautiful texture, but we work with what we have. With the raisins, it's a nice little burst of flavor in your mouth. And one more thing is to make sure you tell everyone that there's cloves in this recipe. We don't want any broken teeth. You could probably remove them before you put in the milk. I tend to not do it because as it sits, the flavors still keep coming through. So I just warned my friends. That is so good. With a nice, strong, bitter coffee, this is absolute perfection. Alright guys, so that's how you make arroz con leche. I hope you enjoyed getting to watch this video on how to make it, and you should really give it a try. It's super easy, it's super delicious, and everyone is going to enjoy it. Don't forget to give the video a like if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more recipe videos from Costa Rican type food. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to make sure you don't miss those videos that come out in future. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.